Alright, so we're going back to Dwarf Fortress tonight. I've got a spot picked out for us. We're doing a new fort. But let me get situated here. Starting a new fort. Got a spot picked out here. Uploading a YouTube video as I do this, so we'll see how that turns out in terms of if it affects much of anything at all. But I recorded it last night, and the first video I put out was not too long, so I was thinking, oh, I can get this done in like a few minutes. Not the case. Longer upload time on this, so I wanted to stream tonight, so I figured I'd try to get it both done, get it done at the same time. So yeah, if you wanna watch that, it'll be up, and we'll start in on this new fort tonight. I've kind of got a spot here picked out. Let me switch scenes. Dang, I didn't realize we were so close to a necromancer. That might put a damper on our on our stuff to begin with, but I've never embarked close to one. I guess it's this one right here. I didn't even pay attention to it. Kind of feel like I'm being a little rushed, which I don't really like. If you watch the video, you kind of maybe have a little bit more context. Of course, it's not up yet, but in hindsight, worked a lot of OT this week, and I haven't been doing much anything. This is the first night I've really got to do anything, because I recorded that video last night. So I'm over here like fumbling with everything, trying to get everything going in order to stream. But we're here, and we're gonna make the best of it. So yeah, like I was saying, I've never embarked so close to a necromancer, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe y'all can enjoy in on some of the fun with me. I don't think I created this profile, so I don't think there's anything that we really need to worry about. I always like to go through and kind of double check everything. Echoed copper, that sounds fine. Group name, the Galley of the Dunes. I've had worse random names. So yeah, I think we're good to go. Drinking on some good old tea tonight. I hope you're enjoying whatever you have. The embark message. So we'll kind of see what we got going on here. Let's zoom out here. We got a lot more trees than this last fort we were in, which we'll have plenty of trees. What are these big ones? Pecan? Dang. Ginkgo. Okay. We got some pine in there. And we're up here. So let's go down a couple layers and see what's going on down here. I do have a river through here. I think it's at the corner. Yeah, down here, covered in snow. I think we are on a wilderness biome. It'd probably be better to start down here on this foundation layer, I guess. This lowest layer. And I kind of think that maybe we got plenty of room to go up. Maybe pushing in up through here, it will kind of give us perhaps maybe a little bit more of a defendable position. Being that we're so close to that necromancer, I'm gonna have to kind of switch my thought process on the beginning of this fort. I'm horrible. Y'all can probably tell by the last streams, but I'm horrible about just going, too big, too early, and also prioritizing important things, but we'll get there. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll probably just like clear out the trees in this area and push in up here. So we'll put in an order for that. Everything through here. Let's set that to number 1. And zoom in a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to take away these slopes too early, so we'll just dig in to begin with. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I always kind of like having a courtyard for the animals. We could just kind of like visualizing this down the road. We could like terraform some of this around here, have like our little courtyard, and then maybe at some point put like a moat across with a bridge, and we could build walls around all this. I think that's kind of, we'll see if it happens, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I don't know, let's go like this. We got plenty of room. Of course, I don't want to make it too long to begin with. What I'm kind of thinking currently, of course, it depends on when we hit stone. I don't know. We'll let them do that and get on it. We'll kind of figure out what we got going here. Bitrate definitely is suffering, I guess you'd say, from the upload. I think normally I'm sitting, I had to limit it. I explained all that in a past stream, but been sitting about 5,000 kilobits for anybody that knows, but been sitting right there. Right now I'm sitting about 43. Hopefully it won't make that big of a difference. I don't think it will, but I mean, it probably does, but nothing that's too egregious. So we've got soil all the way up. Thinking we can probably set some of our farms And maybe just plop down a few workshops to begin with in this hallway to begin with. Of course, we'll make a little spot for trading. Then I think up here we'll start going in with, well, we'll need to have a spot to unload all our stuff. Maybe something like this. And set up a little area over here for our farms. Ooh, speaking of which, what is that? No, it'd be probably labor, right? Yeah, okay. So okay, getting my all my stuff in order. Where's our plump helps? No brewing. No, we brew but don't cook. Don't cook our pigtails. Okay. Alright, I think we're good there. Look like it saved our stone use. No Fisher Dwarfs. Don't want anybody out and about, especially with that necromancer. I might be overreacting, but I'd rather play it cautious. And no automatic web collection for now. And that all looks good. Chores. Children don't do chores. I think we're fine. Okay, let's get on these farms. We'll just make an area like that, and then we'll put our workshops in there. And we'll put in our little slots over here for our workshops. That wind's blowing. Okay. Let's just get them doing something before I overthink it. Hold on, I'll be right back. But this week's been pretty tiring. I guess by Tuesday, I already had 53 and a half hours on the week, so we've been pretty busy. Well, it looks like we hit some sand. But that bad winter storm that blew through, at my job we do emergency response, and we had to respond to that event, obviously, but it's got me tired. Even still, I'm still kind of adjusting back to just a normal schedule, and it's been a little rough. Let's see if we can mess with our audio a little bit. I don't know what that would be. Those are adventure, so it doesn't. No, that's adventure. Sound effects, ambient. We'll turn this ambient down. That wind's getting on my nerves. Maybe turn this music up a little bit. Alright, maybe that'd be a little better. But yeah, for work, we're having to make salt brine for the roadways, with all the ice. We got a little bit of snow, but mainly ice. And had night shift, 12-hour shift, and it was something else. I've done one of these winter weather events beforehand, but it was nowhere near as bad, and also it didn't last as long. I think the last time it was only like a couple days that we did anything. This time it was a four-day event. Could have been 5. They were asking for volunteers. Although I don't really think anybody really went. I mean, there was definitely people that were required to go in, but I don't think there was many people that went in that had the option to, because by that point it was more or less done. And everybody, that 4th night, everybody was dead to the world. I mean, like, you weren't getting much out of anybody. Oddly enough, though, I kind of like night shift. I don't know why, but something about working at night, especially something that's more manual labor like that, I don't know why it appeals to me, but it does. So we can go ahead and get we'll hold up on the stone worker. But what am I looking for? Carpenter. Oh, we might even, well, yeah, I guess we'll plop 2 of those down. Let's see here. And Crafts Dwarf. I guess once we get these farms up, we'll want to, or I guess initially, once we get these workshops set up, we'll get everything moved inside. And I guess we'll, we might even, while we're doing that, get our farm set up, at least initially, and just start going down to stone, digging through the aquifer, and getting us some stone so we can get a bridge built. So I guess the only other thing that is absolutely necessary right now would be a mechanic, just to go ahead and have that. Just for whenever we want to build mechanisms. And we will put in for our farm plots. And we'll put another one for pigtails. I had somebody on last stream. They're like, you know, clothes only last 2 years and you're on year 4. I never pay attention to clothes. I need to more. Farm. I want to separate in line just so it's more visible to the eye. And we will put down a steel and is there anything else we need right now? A kitchen perhaps, or farmer's workshop. I can't remember exactly what everything is. Kitchen can wait. We'll go ahead and have them knock down some of these slopes right next to the door. I don't know why I like taking out slopes so much, but every time I'm like, get rid of all the slopes as soon as possible. Of course, I don't want to make it too difficult while we're still going back and forth. I guess we need to set up stockpiles. And, we'll just make a wood stockpile here. And we'll just make a catch-all for now. Have it come down here a little bit. What was that message? Oh. So we'll just do all... oops. No wood. No stones. And no food. I think everything else right now will be just fine. Okay, we'll let them get on that. And we do probably need to set up a food stockpile down here. I keep doing that. No seeds. We'll make a separate stockpile for them. We'll put our seed stockpile over here. Okay. I think that takes care of stockpiles for now. And we'll get our miners working on going down. I'm trying to find some stone. That's too big. I gotta limit myself on creating something too big. I'll just go down until they hit. That might be a little deep. We'll most likely run into the aquifer anyways, but we'll have them working on that. Everybody's moving stuff in. Suppose we could work on... Let me set this as a hotkey real quick. We'll keep our... Yeah, we'll keep the wagon just for now. Opening. And... Okay. Damp stone. Okay, let's see. Oh, dang. That soon. And that's dirt. Okay. Have them mine that out. And we'll mine out the walls and put wood. You gotta be kidding me. And wall. What do we got here to mess with? Cedar seems fitting. I don't know if wood type actually matters. I don't think it does, but... Keep building. And we will spend and suspend. I suppose we can make some wheelbarrows. And get those on our wood stockpile. Make hauling that wood a little easier for them. Okay. Bit rate's up. About normal. Oh, okay, they're pretty close to... We'll just, no. Do 8. And... None of these. Okay, good. Resume. And we'll start digging down. Hopefully we hit stone soon, but I want to say this is a pretty deep dirt layer, so who knows? If it is, I'm gonna be irritated. We'll do it one at a time. We'll be responsible. Make sure we get those corners. We might need to resize our stockpiles because what do we still got here? Okay, it looks like we don't have a stone stockpile, so this coal will probably be the last thing we have in the wagon. But we'll go ahead and erase some of this, and we'll make this bigger. Cool. That looks a lot worse than what I thought it was. Or, it looks a lot worse than what it is. We'll resume here. Perhaps I should have made this one bigger around the side, just so there's a little bit of breathing room in this stairwell. But I mean, that's 9 spaces. That's quite a bit of moving room for them. If y'all have got an opinion on that, feel free to say. We can resume that. We should have plenty of wood. And okay, so this is going to be dedicated purely to plump helmets. And this we will make plump helmets. I don't know. I never messed with anything besides plump helmets, really. And now I'm trying to break into pigtails, but there's, they're seasonal, so I guess we could go with the quarry bushes for now. What is that? Spring, summer and autumn we can make pigtails. What about winter? Plump helmets. Yeah, we'll just I don't know if I have any. Let's see what kind of seeds I have. Maybe make it a little bit interesting this time around compared to my normal. So pigtails. So we got dimple cup, cave wheat, sweet pods, rock nuts. I don't even know what all these are. I know cave wheat's a food item mainly. And we don't even have quarry bushes, so we can scratch that. Dimple cups. We have dimple cups. Pretty sure they're used in dye production. So we know we got sweet pods and dimple cups. So instead of the bushes, we'll go sweet pods. And pigtails for summer and autumn. And dimple cups. Okay. We'll do that. I guess. Let's go back to our kitchen. Where's the sweet pods? Okay, all these are forbidden. So I guess sweet pods don't. Oh, okay, right there. Okay, I think we're good there. We'll get them on that, and while we're at it, we'll make a chair so we can put that down and get our work orders. That's probably old news. Okay, they just haven't got down there. I've been in the menu. Okay, so they're pretty much done outside of that coal. We'll have to find a little spot to put that coal. We might just... Okay. Okay, and we'll just chunk that coal somewhere for now. Right here should be fine. Maybe everybody's planting seeds. Maybe make one of our miners just a miner for right now. Once they get that mined out, we'll put that coal there. Oh, by the way, I've got lights. I've got lights now. It's so weird saying that, I guess. But I don't know how they look on camera so much. Some of it's probably a lack of me knowing what I'm doing, but they're here. Somebody, it might have been last stream or the stream before, recommended me getting a green screen, which I don't, you know, I'm definitely not opposed to the idea, especially whenever I'm streaming during the day. Of course, I've got blackout curtains, so there's not a lot of light that comes in, but I have my front door over there, and it doesn't have a curtain on it, so it lets a lot of light in. But I say all that to say, as he made the comment, he's like, we can see into your bathroom. I'm like, oh, it don't matter that much, but he recommended getting a green screen, which, like I said, that don't really matter a whole lot to me, but it would be kind of nice just to have one. I guess you could do backgrounds, but just to have like a cutout of just of me, I guess. And I mean, it would kind of get the graphic off of the screen. You could see more. Anyway, got new lights. We'll put that coal over here. And I don't know if we should make this purely coal or economic. I don't know how many spaces this is. It doesn't tell. I'm sure there's a way you can easily find it. Okay, so we'd have plenty. Well, we'd have a little extra. So yeah, we'll do. I guess we'll make this economic. None. None. And okay, cool. They'll have a spot to put all that in now. I've ran out of tea and I keep grabbing for more. While they do that, I'm gonna go put some more water in the teapot. Well, we didn't get a full teapot's worth with the water I had left, but maybe got a cup left, or a cup's worth. Okay, we're doing pretty good on our farms. I guess while they're doing that, I've gotta worry about getting my fortress sealed up fairly quickly. But while they're doing that, I'm gonna look up sweet pods. Okay. Sweet pods in Dwarf Fortress are valuable non-edible raw subterranean crop primarily used to produce syrup, sugar, and rum. Ooh, rum. Okay. Okay. Cool. Give us another alcohol option. Except I think... Oh, some of this is sweet pods and then the rest of pigtails. Okay. Right. Ah, that's why. I guess on this too. Let's see what our... I guess since we got such a big plot, we can also double down on stuff we put in there. I didn't think about that. So we've got some cave wheat. We'll put some cave wheat in this plot over here. I think that's only a summer item. No? Autumn as well. Cool. That plot's pretty much filled up. Okay, they're delivering that coal. And we can resume that. Got plenty of wood, and we can place that... What is it? Chair? Put it here. I suppose we might also... We got 7 people. Okay, we got that. We will make this an office. Except... who's what again? It will say. Oh, but I need to assign them. That's what I'm... That's another thing. Last course we were probably on the cusp of needing it, but we didn't quite get there. Hospital. And I've put up a hospital before, but it's been a long time, so I'm gonna have to. If any of y'all have got kind of the progression, I guess, for the hospital, I know you need traction benches, soap. I think soap's the big thing. Let me know about soap. And of course that'd be down the line anyways, but that's something that we'll need to keep in mind. That's the thing that's awesome about Dwarf Fortress is there's just so much. There's so much about it, and in some ways it does kind of feel overwhelming. But I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't really feel that crazy. Of course, once you start getting up there in dwarves and things start getting crazy, it can be a little harder to manage. But it's all fun, you know. Manager. Okay. And we will make this his little area. And we should be able to put in work orders now. So we will put in a work order for beds. And we will make just 7 for now. That's all we need. I suppose, well, yeah, I mean, we need to get a trade depot up. And on our work orders, we should just go ahead and make brew from plant. Let's say 200. That's probably a little excessive for right now. 100 for now. Amount of drinks is less than let's say 100. And we'll just keep that for now. We'll make some barrels. My keyboard. And we'll put a stockpile for empty barrels right here. What would that'd be? Finished goods, perhaps. Type. Where are you? Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe it's not finished goods. Furniture, perhaps? Yeah. Okay. So barrels. We'll go all. None. Barrels. No metal. No stone or clay. And that should be good. And over here, we'll just have it give to this for right now. Yeah, that'll work. No need to get in a fuss about it. We've got some migrants, interesting. We'll need more beds. Just go ahead and make 15. Okay, that was a little bit added to the workforce. A gem cutter, 2 gem cutters, an armorer, that'd be nice. Another miner. Dang, we got lucky. I wonder what they have. Items. An iron pick. Nice. Nice. So, and a herbalist. Cool. Cool. Some really good people to have in the fortress. And we need to, let's check our laborers. He's just an adequate miner. That's fine. I think we're fine. So what do we need to prioritize? I suppose we need to... No, that's fine right like it is. We need to create a refuge somewhere. And we'll also need to think about our animals. But like I said, I need to focus on getting the fort sealed off. I don't know. We'll let them do their thing for right now. We might need to even push this out some. We'll add on to our food stockpile. We'll have 2 of our miners locked in as miners. Looks like, yeah, okay, nope. They're putting in coal. I need to make sure I don't get too heavy on the task, because I need to make sure they'll have adequate bandwidth, I guess is the way to say it, to do some of the more important tasks that I know are coming up. Might dig into over here and create a little spot for refuse. Just for now. I don't like it being outside, but okay, they've built onto that. We'll have them dig down again. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna put up here as a bedroom or a dormitory. Okay. I suppose since we're doing more mining now, we'll have all our miners locked in. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We've made our wooden barrels. Nice. And they're over here. We'll need more wooden barrels. I should have known that to begin with. Okay. I did set a condition on that. Okay, I think we'll be fine there. instead of making this, well, also just might as well just notch this out as well. That way they don't have such a long way to travel to get to where they're trying to go. And I guess we'll just go ahead and notch this out too. Heck, I don't know, I kind of like that look. I'll keep that little notch. The aesthetic part of it's getting to me. We've struck petrified wood. I wonder where that was. Perhaps over here. Stockpile. I don't know if I should make this a stockpile actually, and maybe just make it a zone for dump. Accept, and we're good there, and we'll just dump that. The other ones that were here have been taken care of, I guess. Don't know what they did with them. We've hit water over here. The bane of my existence. Did they? I don't guess they've dug down yet. Maybe that's because they hit water. I thought I already went through the whole process of getting them to. Okay. Cool. I suppose we can go ahead and just make this whole area a pen and pasture. Just for now. To get everything down here. Probably bring way too many animals. I think some of those came with the migrants though. Okay, all our beds have been completed. Here I am doing stuff when I should be still in the fort. I suppose we could always make wooden mechanisms and bridges. I think you can. Nope, it's gotta be rock. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I think you can make a wooden bridge, but you gotta have rock for the mechanisms. Yep, we got one exact cup from the water for the tea. Okay, and we'll resume there. Go ahead and put down our beds. So, okay, that's plenty, or that's just enough for right now. We'll make this area into a dormitory. Okay, cool. Get them somewhere to sleep for now. Clear out all my old announcements. Everybody's probably just one person. I figured there'd be more pinning animals. We'll get to digging. That might have been why. I might have had it as mine instead of tunnel or stairway. Okay, they're jumping on that. Ooh. That's pitch wood. Better than sand or dirt, I suppose. Mine. This time, I think I am going to. Should have just done this. Make this one space bigger. And have a tile around the whole staircase. Rock salt. Okay, so we're getting into stone quicker than what I thought might be the case, which is good. Okay. Let's see. We'll do cedar. We're running out of cedar. Pecan, I suppose. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Put this wall here. Cool. Alright. Get them on that. Well, we got more dead rats. Guess those cats are doing their job. Or they're just dying in the food. We'll go ahead and expand this stockpile out. Cool. We've got plenty of wood. We got beds. And we have gotten into some rock. Which suspend that one. That's suspended. That's not suspended. Is that one? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I wonder why it said I couldn't reach the site. Maybe it's because that boulder. We'll see what happens again. Of course, it's probably on the bottom of the list now in order to be done. I'm pretty skippy on the job though. That's nice. Did I just... okay. We'll have them knock that out so we can get down there. Okay, cool. We'll resume. Resume. Looks like all our animals... okay. And we'll go ahead and slate that for removal, and I guess we'll just make this. We don't really have an area, but we'll just make this hallway our meeting area for now. Did it cancel again? No, okay. I just need to build back that wall. Okay, cool. And we will get them going down another layer. Looks like we've got probably a caravan. Oh no. We've run out of food. Interesting. Okay. We'll do the quick fix. So, what do we can also slaughter something. Put it over here, I suppose. Of course, I just told them to mine down here. It'd be fast enough. Okay. We'll get a butcher set up. There we go. And Tanner. I built that one off the wall. Be okay. So let's look at our livestock. We could probably go ahead and butcher our yak. This last fort, I don't remember food being such an issue to begin with. Tiger eye? I'm not sure what that is. Okay. It looks like that aquifer didn't last very long, which is nice. Sweet. That saves a lot of micromanaging. Bitrate's doing good. And we've only got like 20 minutes left on the upload over on YouTube. So we got, oh, we can just, we're in stone now, so let's just smooth this. Okay, sweet. So I think that's the only layer that we have water. Nice. That is so much better than the last fort. Last fort I was, of course, probably wasn't staying on top of it as much as I needed to, but that last fort, golly, my glasses are Making my ear sore. That last fort, I wasn't staying on top of it. It took forever. Of course, the aquifer was a lot deeper. It was a lot bigger too. Oh, we've struck a 2 minutes coal too, which is sweet. Here, we might just go ahead and have them. That's auto mineable. Yeah, okay. I'll just set that on the first priority, and we'll. Okay, cool. Nice, nice. I don't have a kitchen. We might bust down this wall and put one in. Kitchen, and it fits perfect. That's what I like to see. Might as well take this out too, just to appease my OCD. And what we might actually do to help our, we will expand this to over here, take out the original spot, just like that, and then we will expand our empty barrel stockpile. Got a little more there to work with. Right, I had that right? Yeah, okay. Cool. We already have somebody that isn't in the best of mood. She felt uneasy after being unable to pray. Okay. Felt satisfied while yelling at somebody in charge. Values tranquility, recovers slowly, poor focus, not inclined to abstract, not ambitious, wasteful. 2 lovers. Okay. What about relations? Okay, so the gym cutter is husband. They came in together on the same caravan or migrant group. And 2 passing acquaintances. Cool. Okay. She's just gonna have to deal with her uneasiness for now. Let's see. Dang, this vein's going for quite a while. That's what I like to see. We might just have them like mine a big swath on this layer. Although it is a grim reminder of winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the doors of sweltering is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alright with anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craftsmen, craft stores. Okay, and I haven't done anything to prepare for them. We'll just have them do that. And I suppose we don't really have anything for them. Of course, if we could trade with them, and we'll trade off some beds. Don't think there's anything there. We could trade off a rope. Go ahead and trade off this leather. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll trade off some of these wheelbarrows. We can always make more. Battle axe. Nah, we'll keep that. If we can trade with them, that would be good. We'll start some relationship with them, and also maybe we can get some food. Okay, cool. That stuff's arriving pretty quickly. Let's discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. I suppose just to appease any moods that we have. Of course, I think we've got some silk already, or some cloth. I don't know if we have pigtail cloth, but maybe some steel anvils. Do battle axes, I guess. I don't know if I'll get any of this, but this next time around, but might as well ask for it. And I don't know if we'll hit magma anytime soon, so we'll go ahead and ask for armor, just so we can start kind of stockpiling stuff. Maybe bucklers as well. Cages. We always have to have our cages. Everything else, I don't think we really need anything else right now. Okay. Tools and sheet. Okay. I don't know if we'll be able to accommodate. Tools could be a lot of things though, so 191 and 189 respectively. So I think we might target tools. I think tools there's a lot of things. Okay, so we could do pigtail attach strings. Interesting. Maybe that's for instruments, perhaps. We could make a shit ton of wheelbarrows and just sell them off. Of course, we can also look at what they have for tools and maybe get a better idea. We need our broker. Okay. Oh, wait. Ugh. Okay. So we're not working with much here, but let's see. Let's see what they got for food. So they have the meat. And I think we'll try to go with anything prepared. because we're lacking on our food right now. I think that's all we're gonna get out of them. We might double check our values, our trade values, so we might could get some more items. All these are 10s. Anything that's 10. Okay. That's a 30. Mule lung. Okay. Then we might get some some fish. Just go up the list until, okay. Alright. We'll call that good this time around. Okay, we've made our wooden barrels. Got plenty of drink. We've got some more food. We're hitting some stone. A lot of chalk down here, which a majority of it will probably be chalk. We could just, like, once we dig this out, start expanding this into the actual fort. This is all rock salt, and we'll need plenty of this. I think rock salt's non-economic, so it'd be a good thing to mine. That looks about even. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. We got more migrants. Holy cow. Okay. The fort is growing fast. And we've only got 15 beds, so we might as well make 10 more. Oh, bed. Like how long have I been streaming? An hour and a half. An hour and a half. I already have basically the same amount of dwarves as last fort. Of course, I did just trade, so that might have triggered something, but okay, we'll make those 10 beds, and we'll go ahead and lay down what beds we have. Oh, okay, we're out of beds. Oh, that's because I just sold those others. But let's make some wheelbarrows, and we might go ahead and just jump start that process because they're gonna want them next year. The good thing about this is I don't think I have as many neighbors, which is good and bad. But I think last time around I was getting elves, I was getting humans, I was getting, well, I guess that's all your tradables, but I was getting so many factions that was wanting to trade that I would forget to keep stuff aside for our own home civ. So this will kind of be a bottleneck for me, which will be kind of good. The only thing is those humans, they have the grizzly bears, and I wanted them so... Whoa, my chair. I wanted them so bad last time. Wheelbarrows is what we were... And, heck, we'll just... 50 might be a little excessive, but... I mean, by the time... I don't know. By the time we start adding wheelbarrows for stockpiles... and having enough to sell back... let's see... Potash maker... Potash maker. Another thing I didn't do that I said I was going to do the next fort was get a DF hack. I might do it this time around, mid playthrough. I don't know why I have it in my head that I need to have it on a fresh play, but get that maybe and kind of figure out how to use it. I've used it like once before, like used it is a loose term. I had it, but I never really dug into it. But everybody's been talking about how you can see the migrant waves and who came in what, and it does sound pretty handy. Actually, I don't know if people were saying migrant waves specifically. I think what they were saying is trade agreements, which would be handy. It would be handy indeed. Let's see. Okay, this is the only one that has the new arrival. Everybody else is probably... I think we've got another mason. I don't remember us having 2 masons. Oh, we got 2 more miners. Holy cow, we're gonna have, like, in terms of mining force, a metric shit ton of just miners out the ass. It's never a bad thing. So what does that make? That makes 6 miners. So these 2 for sure just came in. Disdains cunning, poor empathy, disdains stoicism, not vain, distrustful, thoughtless. You make a great miner. You make a wonderful miner. You just go down there and dig in the tunnels. Items. A steel pick. Oh man, let's go. His wife is the potash maker. Okay. Hasn't been here long enough to really gather any thoughts. Let's see here. I think which one did I just look at? Oh, okay, this is one that we've had. High willpower, good spatial sense, slow to hate, disdains tranquility, envious, greedy. I could do without all these creatures and all that tangled greenery. I don't know what they mean when they say that. I don't know if they're just blabbing. I mean, yeah, we got creatures out front, and it is forested. Well, we did some deforestation, but that's just something they say, I guess. It means something, but what it means, I don't know. Fondness while talking to acquaintance, empathy, discussing acquaintance problems. Okay. I wonder what her relations are. Oh, her niece is the herbalist. The mason is her acquaintance. Okay, interesting. Ooh. Oh, that's chalk. That looks different. That does not look like chalk. See? It says it's a rough-hewn chalk wall, but... maybe it was just how it looked. It looked a little red. It looked kind of like rock salt. We're hitting some jet, which is good. I believe jet is a non-economic... it would be... let's see here. Yeah, sweet. It's not magma safe. That's something to keep in mind. But we have a building stone. If we get enough of that, why in the world do we have alcohol out here? I probably meant to... that's probably what I did. And there has got to be rat remains under these barrels, but it'll be okay. But yeah, once we get that some more stone, we'll put up a bridge. And also, while we're here, we'll go ahead and let's just do it through a work order. Make rock mechanisms so we have them in the. We have them whenever we go to use them. And we'll just, yeah, 10's fine. Even though we'll get the error message, it'd be fine. I gotta watch my animal population. Last playthrough, I went a little crazy on that. It looks like they already took care of that. Cool. Just make this into a huge meeting area and a dining room, and that'd be all it is. That'd be a little excessive. It'd be glorious, but a little excessive for right now. Indigo tourmaline. So that's mechanism. Cool. Well, surely we got beds. Okay, those are gems, it looks like. Udrist has become a carpenter. I forgot about how many miners we have now. I mean, they're going to knock this out a lot quicker, being 6 of them. Dang, do we keep running out of... Let me check the conditions on this. Because it just seems like... Why are we making so many... Checked daily? This is some inefficiency. We'll go down here to our nobles. And we'll have our bookkeeper. I mean, 2 might be a little excessive. Oh, okay. I had it backwards. Highest precision stock amount displays all counts accurate. Your bookkeeper has done enough work to obtain this highest precision. I suppose that would probably be more of a manager thing, but I guess we're just gonna have to up our... Let me double check conditions. Maybe... No, I'm thinking backwards here. We'll just increase our number. I don't know, 30. Well, what am I? I'm thinking backwards here, I think. Amount of empty barrels available is less than 10. Not satisfied for next check. I don't know. It seems like they're making barrels constantly. Red Twirlamites. Man, they've even since I checked last, they've made a lot of mudstone. Okay, so we're getting into a lot of different stones here, which is nice. We made our beds, and we'll go ahead and place some bad boys down. That is okay. Cool. Okay, cool. We got everything away from the starting area. We're doing okay on food. We're mid-autumn. I suppose let's check our stone or our boulders. Where are they? So we got quite a bit of mudstone. That's nice to see. We got some jet, petrified wood, saltpeter. I don't know what we should make the bridge out of. Kind of thinking jet. Mudstone would probably match the environment a little better, though. Jet would be more intimidating to our enemies, though. Let's chop this down a little so we don't have any squashed creatures when we go to do this. I suppose once we get this bridge up, I'll have a little bit more security, and we can at that point stop worrying so much. I was going somewhere with that, but I've lost my thought. I was thinking about those animals getting pastured. Oh, that's where I was going with it. We could start setting up all of our animals that are non-grazers into a little more dedicated area. In fact, this area down here with... Okay, so they've started in on it. Interesting. Dang, did they already? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's only... Okay, that makes sense. I thought there was 2 here. I was like, when did we get another miner? I might actually... Before... We might make this into our little animal area. So before he does any of this, we'll have to redo that. So let's set it... Let's build a bridge. That's the wrong way. This is the right way. We'll build a bridge. Like so. That'd be adequate. I don't know, jet or mudstone. Screw it, let's go with the jet. Make it look cool. Match our mechanisms as well. And we will put in a lever. Say there. We will, we gotta wait for it to be built. And then let's take care of, oop, not squads. Let's deal with this. I'll be painting in reverse this time around. So we could go like that. Like this. We could separate this into quadrants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Right here like this. Boom. And then we can have our workshops come out here. Maybe even put some stockpile, or we might can just have them come out here like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but at least we'll put a wall so we can make this into actual quadrants, and then we might even bump this out a bit. Make our pastures a little bigger. Okay, cool. And then you don't have to be too excessive. Even just build in workshops on either side here, like this. And now that I'm thinking about it, we'll have, I suppose, last sip of tea, it's a sad day. Maybe our dining hall, either the layer below, or we might keep it on the same layer and go up top with it. Put our dining hall up here, make it extravagant, or is it at least as much as we can afford right now. And we'll do it like this. Come across here. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Because all we'll need is, we'll need a butcher down here, a tanner, a kitchen, a farm. I don't know if we'll need a farmer. I don't remember everything that you can do with the farmer's workshop. No. Okay, yeah. Milk animal. Of course, I don't know if we have any milkable animals down there. We might at some point, though. We'll go ahead and put one down there. So that'll take care of our workshops. Then a little bit of area for any kind of storage that we need. And we'll go ahead and just build in our dining hall like that. And in order to do that, we'll need to put in work orders for, let's see, like chair or thrones, tables, goblets, and we'll need to start moving our food down here. But initial stages, we need to make rock throne. We will make, let's see here, where are we? I don't know, 60. That was thrones, rock table. 60. How much of everything do we have? We are definitely going to need more stone. I'd like them all to match. And goblets. Rock. Goblets. What is it? Maybe it's just goblets. Maybe stone goblets. Boblets. And in order to do this, we'll need to set up a stone crafter. Maybe that's why we can't put in the work orders. We don't have a workshop for it yet. No, because we put in for our thrones and tables. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's called something else. What am I missing here? Weapon rack, throne, table, statue, slab, horn, pedestal, millstone, hatch cover, grate, floodgate, door, coffin, coffer, cabinet, case, blocks, armor stand, altar. This is metal goblets, glass goblets, rock mugs. But I still, did I just straight up miss it? What workshop is that? Rock mugs. Perhaps it's just because I don't have the workshop yet. I don't know. We could make this our stone crafters layer. Be plenty of storage area. And since we've already gone up, we can always expand it. That way we will be getting more stone. What's that? Mudstone. And it would be better for them to travel down. This is off center, that's bothering me, but it'll be okay. So make just endless amounts. We won't fill them all at once, but we can put crafts. We could do that. We could do crafts, stone workers, gem cutters, and maybe some other stuff for now, and then migrate over once we get going in other industries. It's weird. I don't know. I just caught a whiff of it, I guess. The pop filter on my microphone. You know, like certain items have like a new smell. Like, you know, like whenever you open a new book and it just has that new book smell. Well, the pop filter has a very specific smell, and it's kind of like sweet smelling. I don't know. It's kind of sweet smelling, and I guess my nose got close enough to the filter because I caught a whiff of it. It's weird because to me it does kind of smell good. I don't know. So I think we've got everything in place. Actually, we'll set these to like 3 of them to a higher priority. That way we can get some workshops down here, at least initially, and start setting up all that. Because we're gonna need a shit ton of doors as well. And okay, I think we're good to go. I'm doing better at managing my pause play this time around. It can get away from you pretty quickly. Trade depot. Bridge. And we haven't built our... It looks like somebody's working on it. Our bridge yet, but once that gets built, we will link it up. And see, there goes another wooden barrel. Like, where are they keeping all these? They're not in the workshops, I don't think. No. I don't know what they're doing with all these barrels. We don't have enough space for... Of course, we're about to move all our food down below, so that will be good. One thing that I could see us doing in the not too distant future is kind of going with that terraforming idea and kind of making this a more defensible position, because we've got that necromancer tower nearby. We haven't even hit year 1. We're getting close. But I want to be ready for when something happens. At least be able to slow it down. Oh, that's where I was. That was the next thing I was thinking. Setting up burrows somewhat quickly. We need to add that to the priority list. But yeah, for now I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, dang, they just went ahead and just... went after those workshop slots. Let's put down, since we've got so many at our disposal already, we will go, what am I thinking? Not crafts, stoneworker. Go here. I don't know what we should make this out of. Maybe we just make all of our workshops mudstone. We'll put 3 of those down. And we'll go to the left with our crafts. Boom. 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 Okay, and then to our right, we'll go with our gem cutters. Like so. And also with this, we can start making a lot of blocks, especially once we... The chalk I want to keep in reserve for whenever we start forging, but hopefully we'll run into some more non-economic stone. And I did expand this up here, so maybe we'll hit some more. And we're gonna have this up here going too, so we might even go ahead and set this dining area to higher priority. We can get it done quicker. That way we can start moving food and such. They're knocking that out pretty fast. We got some rock salt from it. We've hit something. Jet. Oh, right there. But yeah, things are coming together better than last time. Oh, before we get crazy with all of our crafting with our thrones and such, we need to make some stockpiles, and pretty quickly, because I do not want them running back and forth, up and down stairs to put all of our furniture up here. So we're gonna have to do some reconfiguring of stockpiles before we go much further, which will be nice because we can do all that while the game's paused. So whenever they get all these slots mined out, I think what I'm gonna do is put a stone worker on either side and then a crafts, or vice versa. Might put our stone workers on the outside. Probably like way overkill, especially at this point, but just to appease my craving to do it. Jeweler. and we'll deal with that whenever. We'll get another crafts in there whenever. So we'll need stone, a stone stockpile. I don't know if it'd be better to have this. It'd probably be better to have the stone itself, the stockpile, closer to the workshops. Like so. And then gems won't be, because we can just have little sliver, because we can put those in bins. Our crafts, that will be another story though. I really want this area mined out. But we can go ahead and put another stockpile up here for our finished items. So stone. Let's do no metal ores. No bitumen, I don't think we put any economic in here. And we'll just do other and clay. We'll do that. And production stone. Maybe non-eco would be better. Eco stone. And we will go and make another stockpile. Maybe about here's. And we will do furniture. We'll just do all on that. We don't need it for anything else. What's in finished goods? Okay. So yeah, just furniture. And we will have... We won't need our gems. That's going to be... We won't need our gems set to that. We shouldn't need our craft. So we'll just... we will have it to where... Choose a stockpile to which the workshop will give items. This one... non-eco... Eco... Fern, and we'll do the same thing with our other ones. Okay, and we'll have them give to this stockpile, and then we will have choose a stockpile from which to select a stockpile. Take items. No, give items. I don't even know if we should set this up like this at the moment. We'll just leave it as is. Because I don't really foresee us having a lot of furniture up here in the future. This will mainly just be... Honestly, not a whole lot, I don't guess. I'm sure we'll find a use for it at some point, but... we could make a bigger area for non-economic stone. But I'd hate to get all our non-economic up here and then just to turn around and take it back down later on. I think that'd be a waste. So... Of course, I'll probably keep my carpenters up here. Actually, instead of making another jeweler's, we will put in a mechanic down here, just like so. Is there anything else I could think that? I think we're good, because we'll keep all our. That's what we'll do with up here. We'll eventually kind of, with time, get rid of this stockpile. We'll definitely be getting rid of our food stockpile fairly quickly. And we can just make this a pure carpenter's area. I think that sounds good. So I think we're all good to go. Let them finish mining that out. Alright, cool. Sweet. I suppose we can put in a work order for bins as well. Condition empty bins is less than let's see, I don't know, 3, and we will make, I suppose, 15 at a time. Let's just keep it to 10. Maybe even less than that, actually. Maybe 8. And while we're in there, actually, we will go to our wooden barrels. And less than 1. That will fix that. My brain wasn't working earlier, so we should be good. Wait for them to mine this out. We're striking a lot of gemstones, which is nice. While we're at it, we'll make an area here for gems. All gems. And actually, we'll separate our rough stuff from our cut stuff. So none are cut, and we'll just have this be our rough. Do like that, and then we will have another stockpile right here, like so. Dog. Here we'll make this. What do we cut gems? Just like that. Cut gems. And max bins is already set. And we will name this rough gems. Cool. Oh dang, I just noticed it's probably been like this for a while now, but the upload completed on the YouTube front. Man, I hate that I started so late. I'm kind of getting into it now, but before too long, another 30 or 40 minutes, I'll need to hit the hay. But this fort's going a lot better than, or it's doing better than last fort. The only thing that I'm really hoping for is that we find magma fairly soon. Once we kind of get all this initial mining out of the way, all our animals, stuff like that, our dining hall, what's this? Lignite. We'll probably just plunge down, see where we hit caverns, stuff like that. That would probably be next stream. But let's get them going on this. And okay, we've got our bridge built. Bridge. We will link here, just like so. Cool. I think I have elves nearby, but let's see. Elven Forest Retreat, yes, I do. A mysterious layer. I thought that was further out. Cool. Once we get our fortress at a level, if we don't die first, it'll be cool to maybe start spreading out. I've done a little bit of that in the past, but not just a whole lot. Ooh, there was a volcano over here. And this time, if we get asked about a barony and stuff, I think I'm going to put that off for a little bit. Alright, cool. We'll let them do their thing. I think the next big project, while our miners are doing their thing down below, is maybe walling this off. Taking care of the slopes. I know invaders can dig through now, which is something to definitely consider. One thing, once we get our let's set some hotkeys. Dining hall, set it here, and then stone floor. Set some hotkeys up. I cut myself off. What was I? Oh, I was talking about walling this off. It was a work order I think I was going to put in. Oh, blocks. Once we kind of get this going on down here, I put in a work order to make some blocks. It looks like we have bins in this area, which I don't know how I feel about that. We've got wheelbarrows down here too. Don't know how I feel about some of that stuff, but both of them are probably advantageous to have down here already. So we'll leave it as is for now. Dang, it got colorful up here. What is that? Boxonite, lignite, chalk, jet. Cool. Tiger eyes. Man, having all these miners is really nice. Needs mudstone. We need mudstone. Okay, where's down here? Okay. That means some of this we're probably gonna hit our aquifer again. We'll see what happens here. I'm gonna smooth all this out anyway, so. Mucus has become a carpenter. This is going to be a big ask for them, but I think they'll be able to get it done pretty quick. Man, all these miners. Cool. We'll have them smooth that out and we can start putting stuff in there. In fact, we might have this area down here be a #1 priority. Man, shit's getting done. It feels good. Onyx. We've hit onyx. Nice. Let's set 3. Done. Set 3. Done. And we will set 20. Done. Okay, nice. And we will set let's say 5. The whole fort's on the smoothing operation just about. Yeah, our carpenter's the only person that's not doing anything. Wonder why our mason is unhappy. He's felt satisfied at work. Dejected, dwelling upon being caught in the rain. Damn, dude, that was a long time ago. I think. We've got way more positive thoughts than negative, so we're okay, but we're about to have your goblets, or your mug. I finished up some work. I'm very satisfied. Nice. Did we? Oh, it's probably in the animal. Yeah. Yep. And down here as well. I'm just gonna have to babysit them. Stray sows giving birth. We made our 100 wheelbarrows. We're only in winter. That'd be nice. I don't know if we should just go ahead and smooth all these animal pens. As much of a pain as that would be, it might be worth it since we have this aquifer. We could just smooth the walls, which would probably suffice. I don't think we're going to have anything right below it. Not immediately, at least. Looks like we've got folks carrying off our boulders, which is nice. Of course, they've stopped smoothing. Oh, looks like they're back to it. Man, the babysitting here is crazy. Gotta make sure them dwarves get the job done. I cut into that when I wasn't meaning to. No, we didn't get to that. That's what I'm doing. Okay. These aquifers, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, this should finish us up on this one, which will be nice. We'll set this as a third priority. We'll just make this whole area, smooth this whole area. Go ahead and get them to finish this up so I can stop babysitting them. The dining hall's coming along quicker than I thought. Looks like native platinum. Nice. Okay, we're about done here. Sweet. Nice. That's what I like to see. We might actually... screw it. I'll just smooth the whole floor. Actually, with this like that, until we get this mined out, we'll hold off on smoothing all of this. Like so. Okay. Alright, cool. I can kind of let them do what they're gonna do now. This dining hall is gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. We're out of mudstone. Okay, dang, they're coming along down here. We will just make this a little bigger. Like that. And needs mudstone. Okay. I suppose we can chunk a stockpile down here just to get our economic stone out of the way. That way we'll have it in an organized pile at least, and it won't be all the way at the surface. And we will go ahead and delete this stockpile. Like so. And we will go down to here, and we'll set, suppose, let's do 20 wheelbarrows. We'll need to make more wheelbarrows because we're gonna need to trade. Okay, they nearly got all this mined out. At least we'll be done with mining on this floor. Our happiness has gone up overall a little bit. It's probably all the smooth stone. You know what? So we haven't started in smoothing any of this. We'll just let these be, since it's just going to be animals in there. Okay, that will cut down on some of the time. Milk quartz and gypsum. Ooh, gypsum. I know you need for, what is it? Is it plaster for cast? Of course, I guess you could use splints and stuff, but I don't really know the advantages or disadvantages of either. Yeah, they're about to knock this all out. I'm very tempted to smooth all this, but it'd be a waste. There's no need, at least right now. What am I looking for here? Cool. Might do this. Like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're gonna knock this out real fast. No. where we here. This is what I'm. And this smoothing's actually going pretty quick. Let's see here. We'll set this wet side to number 1. Have them go ahead and knock it out. Like so. Okay, cool. Nice, 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 nice. We've run out of mudstone, and we're just hitting a shit ton of gems up here. Maybe this right quadrant will be a little better. Of course, gems are never a thing to turn your nose up at. In fact, we will just put somebody on repeat for that. Like, I mean, this is... Oh, this is gypsum, not gems. Okay. We'll let them finish that up, then they'll finish the dining hall, and we'll let them do that other at their own pace. Cool, cool, cool. It's already drying up. That's what I like to see. I think what we'll do is we'll get this top portion smoothed up, and we will go ahead and start placing tables, and we'll probably call that the end of the stream tonight. But I plan on probably streaming the next... I'll probably stream Thursday, so tonight, and I'll probably stream each night until Sunday. On the weekend, I might stream during the day, so be on the watch out for that. I may go in, do some back end stuff after stream. I've been wanting to, oh crap. I've been wanting to set up a schedule on Twitch. Or sometimes that for me is going to be a little I'll have to keep you updated on it, because vast majority of the time it's going to be okay, but depending on overtime with work, might have to adjust it occasionally. For my job during the winter month, or not winter months, during the summer and spring, we're pretty busy. Of course, typical week should be able to stream, but yeah, I'll just keep y'all updated on that. I've got a Twitter now, or an X. I planned on probably kind of using that for keeping y'all up to date on if anything crazy with the schedule goes on. But hopefully on the YouTube side of things, I'll be making videos if y'all want to watch those, hopefully every week. If I can adjust for the schedule beforehand, I can probably get videos out and release them each week for everybody. But we're nearly done up here, And we can go ahead and start putting tables down. Let's think about how we want the layout. I'm almost wondering if we make one side a dining hall and the other side a meeting hall. I think that would probably make the most sense. So, but we'll need tables on either end. Tables and chairs. So let's go to furniture, tables. Let's see. Maybe, okay, just right like this. Maybe that was 2 off the wall. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll put in another row right here. We're 1 table shy. We probably made just the perfect amount of tables and chairs. Although we will need more mudstone. And we can put our food in the middle along with our goblets or our mugs. Oh, first save. First save. Okay, and we were wanting chairs. Boom, 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 boom. Probably should have started from the top. Oh, I guess I have more chairs than, or thrones than tables. So we will make this a dining hall. Except we'll hold off on making it into an inn or tavern. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Golly. So we'll make it citizens only, and we'll deal with that whenever we get to it. We can go ahead and set up stockpiles, and I think what we'll do is right up here we will make a stockpile for mugs. What that'd probably be finished goods. All, none, mugs. Where are you? Goblets. And everything else is fine. And we will make our food right below it. We're gonna need more food storage. Might come over on either end. What was that, 3? Like so. And food, all, seeds, none. And we will go back up top. We'll get rid of this stockpile. Just like that. Dang, dog, we burned through our wood. Needs logs. We need wood. The elves are about to get really mad at me. Okay. Cool. So now we just need to get some more mudstone. What's going on down below? Ah, yes. They nearly got it all mined out. Looks like we just hit a little bit more bituminous. And a lot of jet. I think what I'll do here is I do have this set right. I do. Okay. We'll just extend this bad boy all the way up. We might do the same with this, or at least a little bit. Set that to 5. They'll have a little easier time. Oh yeah, we need to make doors. Go ahead and put rock door. We never set a work order to make blocks either. How much material do we have? We have a lot of jet. Let's say 80 doors. That's probably a bit excessive. Maybe 30. 30 doors. But yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good stopping point for the night. We hit an aquifer up here. Let's have them knock that out real quick before we get off. And we will go ahead and smooth this just like that. Nice. Everybody's pretty happy. Except this guy, he's still being grouchy. We need to probably set up some temples somewhat soon, but it'll be all okay. So nice. Man, this is a pretty good start to the fort. Looks like they're just meeting here, but yeah, okay, that's a good stopping point for the night. We need to set up at least a universal temple for that one dude. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night. Then Saturday, Sunday, I might be on during the day earlier. I kind of like to stream earlier, so I have a little bit of the night. And also, I think there's more people that are watching then. But so we'll stick with that for now. We'll do the Thursday through Sunday for schedule. And you kind of heard my whole spiel on that. What else am I missing? I think pretty much the schedule. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. That's something else I'll do after stream. The YouTube video got uploaded. I'll finalize all that, publish it. They'll be out if y'all want to go watch it. It was kind of about my week with the overtime. That whole deal, like, I guess all this that I'm doing now, streaming and the YouTube, it's pretty engaging for me. I like it quite a bit. There's a lot of things that I see that I need to improve, but it's kind of it's kind of becoming like a lot of fun to do it. Actually, I don't know. I've always kind of liked doing stuff on the computer. And this has given me a way to do stuff on the computer that feels productive or like I'm working towards something. So that's a pretty good feeling. And I've also, I kind of said it a little bit on the video, on the YouTube video. But I've kind of gone down the camera, just everything that's kind of involved with production, I guess you would say. Kind of gone down that whole rabbit hole. And it's really intriguing. I said in the video that it could become my new expensive hobby. At least initially expensive. Down the road, once you kind of get everything set up, I don't think it'd be too expensive. Not for what I'm wanting to do. But yeah, you know, that's kind of the thing about the whole streaming and YouTube stuff is like I don't even really have that big of a following. I mean, I've have a few people on Twitch that are watching me and have been active in chat, and I thank y'all for that. It's definitely nice to feel even a person or two that's active in chat. That's a pretty good feeling. Mainly just because I get to kind of hear what you are thinking, and going forward, it'd be cool to like build a community. I don't know, like with all this, the community aspect of it is kind of the thing that is the most appealing to me. Like the gear and everything, that also scratches an itch for me, but the community is something that is pretty cool, and hopefully the longer I do this, the more it will kind of grow into a little bit of a community. But yeah, that's I thank y'all for watching. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow, and have a good night, day, wherever you're at. I know, based off the little bit of analytics I have, most of my viewers are from the U.S. But also, I mean, there's people watching that like it's crazy. Like it kind of blows my mind to see. Like I think like the third, or at least this last stream, second or third biggest group of people were from Pakistan, I think, which is kind of cool. But then other places, I think it was like one of my first streams, Miss something, I don't remember her full name, but she's from Norway, which is pretty cool. But anyways, I'm rambling long enough now. I hope your day treats you well, or if you're going to bed, I hope you get some good rest for work tomorrow. So I'll sign off, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.